Hey there, welcome to the Wait Where Was I podcast. I'm Blake,
I'm Sam,
and we are.
down here.
This feels right.
My camera's like pointing down. Yeah, this feels right for you because I'm 4 foot.
Okay, your words.
Roll the clip of me saying that I'm 4 feet.
Pay me more. What's this, episode 22?
I think so.
Crazy. Which means we're at least 22 weeks into the year because we had a couple weeks off. We're coming up on halfway through the year.
That's scary.
I think it might be the day, couple of days after this episode comes out. It'll be, so if you're listening to this on Monday, Wednesday the 2nd of July is halfway through the year. At midday, we're bang on halfway through.
Damn.
Yeah, it's nuts. I want to start us off this week by talking about a tweet or a post on X that I've seen, and
Oh boy.
I hate how much I agree with it. Actually, I don't hate how much I agree with it. I'm actually kind of glad that I agree with it. I mean, I'm not glad that I agree with it. I'm not proud that I agree with it, but I think a lot of other people out there will also agree with it.
Okay.
You have been on a plane a couple of times, yes?
Yep, that is true.
Ever been through baggage claim? Had to claim your bags?
I've done it before, but it's been a few years.
So, are you familiar with this thing at airports? It's a very little known thing. I don't think many people know about it. It's something other people do. It's called dilly-dallying.
I know that term. I don't know its exact definition.
It means they stand to block the baggage claim and you can't get your bags. I'm very passionate about this.
Oh dear.
I hate it when I fly, every couple of months?
Yeah.
I go through baggage claim relatively often, and there are people there who they just have no idea what is going on. They just stand there and they block the way, and it really annoys me, as you can probably hear by the way I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
Let's get to the tweet that I saw, the post on X. It's posted by someone named Ellie, saying there should be a separate TSA or security line for New Zealand, a separate TSA line for people who are apparently experiencing their first day on Earth. I could not agree more.
That's a good way of wording it.
This is my hot take. There should be a separate footpath for slow walkers.
I absolutely agree with you.
You and I, both very fast walkers.
We were talking about this a couple days ago that we both walk really quickly. You do because of your height, really. But the main reason I do is because during high school, I was, well, at least at the start, I was very insecure about being late because that was in my brain going to be way more of a deal than the primary school I went to, which is true. It was you would get punished if you were late enough. So I would pace walk everywhere. And then that just became my normal walking speed everywhere. So I have to really slow down when I'm with other people. And in public, it's the worst because people are especially slow when I'm trying to do grocery shopping or even just get to and from somewhere. When Blake and I were in the city a couple days ago with Kenzie, and we just kept having to just swerve through.
So, I mean, I think would you say you're an introvert or an extrovert or somewhere in the middle?
I mean, I get enjoyment from being around others, but I'm really shy. So I'm kind of in a middle point, which is there's a word for that.
Ambivert.
Ambivert, yes. Yeah. I'm pretty sure ambivert is the best way of describing me. What was late for you? Wait, what is late for you?
The time I get places.
What?
I'm late everywhere.
Oh.
I could have said that better.
Yeah.
I hate being late, but recently I have been because my sleep schedule is really messed up and I keep sleeping through my alarms.
Yeah, my sleep schedule's been different because I'm in a different environment, so I don't have my usual routine that I just got into. I'm brushing my teeth at different times and I'm staying in bed for longer.
I wake up at 12.
You woke up at 12. Oh, I woke up at like 8 today, but like I stayed in bed till like 10:30.
Actually, I initially woke up at about 8, fell asleep, happened at 10, and then woke up professionally at 12.
Professionally woke up at 12.
Yep, I know what I said.
I mean, like if I have a day off where I'm like not doing anything, like today, excluding podcast recording, like I'm just gonna wake up whenever, and like I just don't have like my schedule at all. But in Wellington, I'm like doing my schedule no matter what I'm doing that day, and I try to leave the place like every day in Wellington because I can walk somewhere and actually go do something.
You live close to things.
Yeah, exactly. Where here I have to drive 20 minutes to get to something, which kind of sucks, but it's also nice privacy and like bush area.
Yesterday, I drove past the part of Auckland which you're in, and I looked at the area, and I just saw road and trees. That's literally it.
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
Where you were driving, it was probably another like 15 minutes from there, I think.
Wow,
Something like that. But and the road isn't fully sealed yet. They've been working on that for the last like
10 years.
7 years, I think.
10 years was just I was taking the piss. That's like unreasonable. Like that was the joke I was making.
Oh yeah, no, it's been taking a huge amount of time. I think it's mainly because of like getting permission to like do stuff to the land.
Yeah.
Funding has been an issue. COVID was an issue. The cyclone was an issue because half the hill that the road was on like just slid on top of it. They had to rebuild a road that they just did. And just before the cyclone, the road was already like cracking and like splitting a bit. So yeah, the road has been like awful to like drive on, and then like also inconvenient when there's roadworks to get to and from places because you have to wait sometimes like half an hour to be able to get through. But it's looking a lot better than when I first moved into this house, that's for sure.
That's good. Last night, I drove over the harbour. You know how when they close the harbour bridge, they like to close it at night?
Yeah, I think so.
It was about 2 a.m. and I was driving over the harbour bridge and I just had this mess. Like, I wanted to get home. I was tired. I just had this crazy fear that the harbour bridge was going to be closed, even though nothing had been said about it being closed.
Mm.
That's a bit of information you can do what you wish with.
I'm assuming it was just still open and you could get through perfectly fine.
No, I just pushed all the roadworks out the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that as you do.
That was sarcasm, just in case you didn't pick up on that.
No, I figured it was sarcasm.
You clicked,
I clicked.
and so did I. I arrogantly clicked at the roadworkers and said, "Get the roadworks out of my way." I'm gonna go cry and think about what I just said.
Actually walked off camera. That's funny.
Dude, I could not even, the thought of like imagining myself like clicking at someone, just, ew, makes me feel unwell.
Oh, doing. Wait, by clicking at someone, you mean like the? Oh,
Like that over there, that there,
I know people that do that.
they should be sentenced to death.
I also have this pet peeve that like is so unnecessary, but people don't know the difference between autotune and a vocoder and a talk box, which are all three very different things. And whenever someone gets that wrong when I'm watching like either a reaction video to a song or like just anything, and they say the wrong thing, I just get so annoyed because I'm like, no, it's not that thing in the slightest.
I think I know what they all are.
If I explicitly knew the difference between like different horn instruments, like brass or like different string instruments and stuff, I'd probably do the same thing. The difference between auto-tuned vocoders and talkboxes. Auto-tune, tuning your vocal to a fixed key. Vocoder, running your vocals through a synth to make it sound like a robotic thing, and that either will like take information from your recorded vocal and like make a harmony around it, or you through like a keyboard through MIDI like make the vocal sing that. So like it is the vocal is the signal for the MIDI basically, and then a talk box.
I can see the cogs in your head turning.
Yeah, a talk box is a physical thing. I mean, there might be physical vocoders, but probably not. It's where you plug in an instrument and then either guitar or like a keyboard, and you shove a tube in your mouth into like the back ish of your throat and through your vocal cords, like the shape of whatever it is, when you play the audio, like strumming a guitar or something, and you go like in you mouth words, it'll be like you're singing it. So talk boxes are like 90s hip hop maybe is like I feel like talk boxes were first in 90s hip hop. I could be wrong. The closest sound to a talk box, I don't know if it would have been a talk box or not, was like Daft Punk vocals. Those are like pretty talk box sounding. Vocoders, you think like the harmonies in like the middle by Zed, like the kind of digital harmony underneath the main one. That's a vocoder, and then autotune, just any Travis Scott song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most people get the idea when it's autotune. It's mainly vocoders and talk boxes. People don't know exactly what the difference is. Anyway, that's one of my pet peeves. I'm not gonna yap about any more of them, but that's hopefully I can just send that clip out.
Worldwide.
I'm correcting you. This you need to know this information if you are a music consumer.
Times Square.
Yeah, they'll write an article about this for sure.
What do you think Times Square is?
I just found a receipt for my sheets.
Sorry to interrupt. What do you think Times Square is?
Oh wait,
You're thinking New York Times.
I was thinking New York Times. Times Square. I mean, Times Square's a park.
I guess so.
I don't know what specific Times Square you're referring to is.
The only one in New York, Manhattan.
So you're talking about the park?
Explain. It's not the traditional park.
Well, not park, but like
Google it. I said take it to Times Square. What does Times Square consist of?
oh, like where that has the massive billboard thing. Yeah, I forgot. My brain blanked on which thing Times Square was. I was thinking of Central Park.
Oh.
Didn't I make this mistake the other day where like I think we saw a T-shirt that said Central Park, and I was like, oh, like from Friends, not me forgetting it was Central Park in Friends.
You know I'm gonna turn this into a reel, right?
Oh, yeah, I know. Hold on, if I Google Central Park, I am saying the correct thing. Yep. Okay.
Congrats.
If I messed that up, that would have been bad.
Yeah, that would have been embarrassing. Sorry.
Because as someone who watched the entirety of Friends, I feel like I should know that.
I haven't watched Friends at all.
Have you seen many of the like main sitcoms?
Big Bang Theory.
Mm-hmm. Good one.
That's it.
Just Big Bang Theory? Okay.
Probably more, but I can't think.
I've seen Big Bang Theory, Friends, How I Met Your Mother, which I think is my favorite of the three, but had the worst ending at the same time.
I've seen another one, but it's not a sitcom, so it's not significant. I.e., I've just seen a TV series before.
I haven't seen like Modern Family, even though I've heard it's good. I've seen clips and it doesn't look that good. Um, Brooklyn Nine-Nine I haven't seen.
I have about an episode of it.
Well, I guess Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's not really a sitcom, but like those kinds of TV shows.
What's your all-time favorite TV show?
Steven Universe. Literally have a tattoo related to Steven Universe. If you know the song, um, "Here Comes a Thought," that's what that tattoo is.
My favorite TV shows would be The Big Bang Theory and Class of '07, which ended on a cliffhanger, and then there's been nothing about season two. Hey, our song of the show this week is from Ashes to Amber, Supremo Gas.
And the lover girl goes, listen to the words, listen to the words. And never say, you'll be afraid.
Anyway, Sam's laptop just died, so I'm here now. Thank you so much for listening or watching our new episodes every Monday. Sam is currently watching me say this, but cannot respond. Anyway, see you later. Bye.
Wait, am I recording right now? This is the podcast recording. I didn't think it was gonna keep going. Blake, you should put this in the episode. So my laptop has been dead for like 4 hours, and it just turned on, and it's still recording. I don't even notice. See you next week.